Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. So guys, this is quite the day for Thundercats fans. Ghost Jaga. Yes, Ghost Jaga, the seemingly unobtainable action figure from Super 7 Ultimates Thundercats, has been re-released and is up for pre-order right now. And I want to take a deep dive to this and see if there were any changes made to this figure, because honestly, up until this moment, it's been impossible to get him. And I am actually really excited about this. And I wanted to share this information with you guys so you don't miss out on getting Ghost Jaga for your very own in the second time round. Let's take a deep dive into this, guys, because this is truly a momentous occasion. Let's have a look. Guys, I just wanted to remind everybody that I will be at JoeLanta with my good friend Danny Green celebrating G.I. Joe in all of its forms. This is going to be an amazing event, and some really great G.I. Joe alumni are going to be there, including Larry Hama and Ron Rudat, the two gentlemen who basically wrote the book literally on G.I. Joe's current iterations. All of the backstories, all of the artwork, and the designs were pretty much created by these two guys, and they are wonderful individuals who have made G.I. Joe what it is today. Definitely don't miss out your chance on meeting Larry Hama and Ron Rudat, literally the godfathers of G.I. Joe, along with writer Michael Charles Hill, who wrote some of the most favorite, adored episodes in G.I. Joe, including Cold Sliver. You'll be joining us soon. That's right, everybody. This is a great chance to meet some incredible writers and creators of the G.I. Joe franchise, the lore behind this. It's going to be absolutely bonkers, everybody. And of course, my good friend Danny Green and myself will be there showcasing El Dragoon, the new IP and comic book, which is, of course, Lucha Libre inspired. This, of course, is the story of Juan Juanes, a retired luchador wrestler who realizes that his past is linked to a dark future where he has to decide what he has to do to save the souls of mankind. It is a wonderful tale of redemption, of finding out about secret societies, and recovering his lost love, who he thought had been lost forever. Guys, join us in discovering the story of El Dragoon. We are going to be at JoeLanta 2025 on September 26th, 27th, and 28th at Gas South Convention Center, 6400 Sugarloaf Parkway in Duluth, Georgia. This is going to be a great event, and of course, we want to showcase all of the wonderful new illustrations and sketches from pencils to inks, and then finally all the way to the full color artwork. Our good friends Gilly Reds Comics is helping us with the narrative created by Danny Green himself, and of course the wonderful artwork by Sebastian Navas. Guys, this is an amazing opportunity to take a look at how a book goes from conception to creation, all in one place. We are really excited about this, guys. And of course, El Dragoon will have some wonderful apparel, including prints, some brand new exclusives, which will only be available at JoeLanta 2025, as well as apparel, t-shirts, and brand new trading cards. These can all be discovered along with what we're going to be talking about for the new possible action figures that are going to be available in the Kickstarter. This is going to be great. Guys, if you're interested in supporting El Dragoon, head over to eldragoon.com, sign up for our mailing list. The site is literally on fire right now, and you can find out more about the wonderful new trading cards which we have planned for this line, the Kickstarter information about how things are going to be coming along for the Kickstarter and how you can support us, the shop where you can get apparel, t-shirts, and along with many other things to support the campaign, and of course all the brand new, the latest news and reviews, as well as everything up to date for the latest information for El Dragoon, including this wonderful new action figure concept by Vaz Custom Spots, our full panel for Flipbar and Champions of Affinity that we did at San Diego Comic-Con 2025, and of course meeting Bret Hart, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the excellence of execution at VonCon 2025. Guys, please head over to El Dragoon, sign up for our mailing list. It's going to be amazing. We are planning on making this incredible IP, comic book, and possible action figure, and we hope that you guys will join us at JoeLanta 2025 to learn everything that's brand new about El Dragoon. We'll see you guys there. Guys, this afternoon I received an email from Super 7 announcing that Ghost Jaga and your second chance. This is awesome, everybody. As many of you might know, Ghost Jaga was literally one of the hardest figures to obtain, as he had a very, very short run. And most people didn't even think twice about this, as a lot of people were just thinking, it's Ghost Jaga, he's going to be around for a while. But this being a Super 7 exclusive, it just caught everybody off guard how quickly he sold out. And in many ways, this really is an unfortunate situation. As you'll find out soon, it's been nearly impossible being able to pick up Ghost Jaga for our collections. He really is one of those very difficult to obtain figures, but now we do have a second chance. Why is he so difficult to obtain? Well, let's head over to Action Figure 401, a wonderful resource for the current state of action figures and their aftermarket values. Guys, if you want to track what the value of your action figure is, definitely head over to Action Figure 401. They cover everything from D&D, Dungeons & Dragons, Mythic Legions, Action Force, The Real Ghostbusters, Star Wars, Marvel, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, DC, Thundercats, Indiana Jones, so many figures. Marvel's in there somewhere too. I don't know why it wasn't listed. But guys, definitely check out the Action Figure 401 for all your latest up-to-date pricing information. Heading over to Jaga on Super 7 Thundercats. This is where things kind of get crazy. As you can see, they have a full detailed listing of the actual lore behind the figure itself, what it includes with 8 interchangeable hands, 2 gripping hands, vertical hinge, 2 times gripping hands, horizontal hinge, 2 expressive hands, 1 open palm hand, 1 Might of the Thundercats energy hand, and the Sword of Omens ×1 Jaga sword. The Wave, it was released by Super 7 in the year 2023. Original retail price was $55 USD. It even has the UPC code Series Super 7, and group was exclusive, so this was only available at super7.com. Similar items include the original Jaga figure with his full color iteration, and you can find out more about it in the price guide, visual guide, or checklist. Now, what's really important is to note that it was $55 when it was first released on super7.com. Since then, it has become an absolutely impossible figure to acquire, as the prices have just fluctuated in insane prices, ridiculously. The eBay listings here say sold auctions and buy it now. The average price for the sold auctions were $159.90. That is almost triple of what it was actually listed for the MSRP. And the buy it now price is listed at $189.73 on average. This is, of course, a difference of $104, 191% difference for the auctions, and $104.73, a whopping 245% increase on the difference of the original price. This is crazy, guys. The lowest found was $125.51 for the sold auctions and $169.99 for the buy it now price. You can see the fluctuations on the chart here for the historical graph, starting from the first listing all the way back on October 2023, and moving all the way into January 2024. You can see that it fluctuated from $306 at its absolute peak high down to $206, and then fluctuating between $171, regaining a huge amount of a peak, if you will, of $267 at its peak back in November of 2024, and then coming down all the way to a low of $143 in April, and now rising back up to $209 and settling finally somewhere around the $150 price as of August of 2025. This has been a legendary figure as it stands right now, and for all of us fans of Thundercats, luckily we are having a second chance listed right now on Ghost Jaga from Super 7. He is right now available to add to cart with 4 interest-free payments of $16.25 using the shop pay. A great option, by the way. But this product is subject to an 8% tariff fee, always being that one little caveat that's just going to piss people off. Let's take a look and see if there are any other differences with Ghost Jaga, because this is going to be absolutely thrilling, everybody. Guys, let's have a look at Ghost Jaga. There he is in his actual toy form. Now, many of the photos that we saw originally were digital renders, but this one is actually the fully developed and produced action figure itself, and he does look pretty awesome. The important thing about these translucent figures is definitely to take them out of the package. We've noticed with, I believe it's Astral Lino, that being in the package really doesn't give the overall appearance of how they intended him to be. But here, outside the package, you really can see the translucency, the wonderful nature of the character, and the fact that he is Jaga in his ghostly form. Here he's sporting his Power of the Thundercats hand. This is just beautiful. This, of course, is a digital render, which they're using to solicit the second release. And although he does look quite stunning, it really does not. It really does actually pale in comparison to when he is properly lit with the actual figure itself. And I really am glad that I was able to secure one, thanks to our good friend Brick Something, who really did me a solid when he got me this figure. It really was amazing. Here he is with, again, the powers of the Thundercats in a digital format. Once again, he doesn't look, I mean, he looks amazing in digital format, but honestly, I think he looks even better in his actual toyetic form. Jaga, of course, is a pivotal character in the Thundercats, and you would be amiss if you did miss out on Jaga. You really need to add him to your collection, along with his crystallized translucent sword of omens. This is definitely the time, my friends, to pick up Ghost Jaga for your very own and gain the power of the Thundercats in the hand of Jaga. Jaga comes with everything that you see here. He comes with a crystallized version, a see-through version of the Sword of Omens. He comes with his own Sword of Jaga, which he used to battle Dragoon the Destroyer in their astral forms. He also comes with several sets of swappable hands, 2 gripping hands, 2 slightly more gripped hands, slightly splayed hands, and of course, the 2 open palms with the power of the Thundercats in his right hand. There doesn't really seem to be much difference in Jaga in this overall pack out. However, the main difference here, as far as I can tell, happens to be the packaging. The packaging has been upgraded for 2025, as we can see here in the front. It really doesn't look too different from the original packaging. However, we do see that moving downwards, there is a brand new illustration cut out on the bottom, and I really do like these, giving another added effect and really showcasing what you are getting in the package. Also, that wonderful illustration has been done, and I really do appreciate this brand new design for Ghost Jaga, really bringing it forward to 2025 and beyond. Ghost Jaga has been re-released for 2025, the last chance you probably will have with this figure in quite some time. And does this mean that the prices for Ghost Jaga will be coming down for the secondary market? I really do hope so. But you would be amiss if you missed out on Ghost Jaga and definitely got him at this proper price point. This is the way to be able to pick up this collectible. Having said that, adding Ghost Jaga to the cart, Ghost Jaga is actually listed at $65 USD for the exclusive here on super7.com. But he is subject to an 8% tariff fee, which is $5.20 before shipping. And that means that he is a whopping $70.20 USD for this exclusive on super7.com. That is a bit of a situation for many, and I'm not sure that a lot of people will be willing to pick that one up if he wasn't so sought after. Ghost Jaga is definitely one of those figures which, honestly, his secondary market price alone pretty much dictates that you need to pick him up at this regular price on super7.com. Murph does not have Ghost Jaga listed. However, it appears that Big Bad Toy Store does have Jaga listed for pre-order at $64.99. Now, you do have to remember that this is also subject to a possible tariff fee, or it has already been added as part of the actual fee itself. But for $64.99 plus $4 flat rate shipping, I think a lot of people will definitely be interested in picking up Ghost Jaga on BigBadToyStore.com, perhaps as an alternative at least to being able to pick him up on Super7.com. Guys, Ghost Jaga is now available once again on Big Bad Toy Store as well as Super7.com. Head over there, put them down for your pre-order if you've always wanted Ghost Jaga into your collection. Guys, I got to tell you, second chances don't happen too often, although we have seen many re-releases on Transformers and other companies seem to do it rather often. However, boutique companies like Super 7 don't do this very often at all. And a second chance to be able to get Ghost Jaga, especially be able to save so much money on the secondary market. I think if you really want Ghost Jaga, this is your chance to pick him up and save quite a bit of money. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, what are your thoughts about Ghost Jaga being released for Super 7 as well as Big Bad Toy Store? I wasn't expecting that. Are you guys going to be putting down the $55? I'm sorry, $65 that it's going to cost for Ghost Jaga, plus the possible tariff fee that's included with that as well? Or do you think that Ghost Jaga is really not necessary and you already have the regular Jaga in full color and you'd rather see that on your display shelf? Let me know those comments in the comment section below, guys. Toy News continues 2025, everybody. As a matter of fact, myself and my good friend Danny Green are going to be heading to JoeLanta 2025 to showcase our new IP comic book, El Dragoon. And we'll be talking with Brett, the organizer of JoeLanta, in an interview very, very soon, discussing all the great new features for JoeLanta coming up this year. And I'll have that video posted right here when it posts, and you guys can see me there. Guys, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Thundercats, ho, everybody. Ghost Jaga has returned for a second time around. Don't miss out. Good journey, everybody. Keep proud.